All right, yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of OTR Beyond the Ropes. This is your man, OTR Trey, aka Treyway. Still do-rag Trey. Ain't money in the bank Trey today. But who else we got?
Yo, this your boy Rant J, aka Broke J, aka haven't been here in a while, J, but I'm back and I'm better.
Yeah.
Hey man, this your man 50 grand OTR mic drop, aka the Oracle.
Oh yeah. Jay wasn't here last time we talked because he went undefeated with his money to make predictions. Ain't no damn, I think he did go undefeated.
Nah, I think it was just one. It was that one with it was the tag team championship match with Ronda and Shayna and Finn. Because I said Finn was gonna win.
You know, man, I thought Finn was. Never mind. We're gonna get into that later. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say, yeah, we definitely want to talk about that. But let's start off with a lot of championships that changed hands the past week. But we're gonna start off with the one from Impact. So your girl Trinity went in there, beat Diana Peraza, the Virtuosa, and she is now the new knockout champion for Impact. How do y'all feel about that?
No, man, that's good for her. Like I said, WWE doesn't deserve her, so.
Facts. I feel like that, it came time. I'm glad they didn't rush it. I'm glad that she had, a couple matches underneath her belt before she actually got the title. Because I know a lot of people thought that she was just going to get handed the title just because she went to TNA. Because when you come from WWE and you go to another promotion, you're above that bar. So, right timing, good timing. She's probably going to have a lengthy title reign. So, it's good for her. I like the fact that she paid homage to her husband, Mr. John Fatu, otherwise known as Jimmy Uso, with a couple of her moves. She hit a Samoan uppercut, and then she hit a Samoan drop. So that was cool that she paid homage to him.
Mm-hmm. Nah, that's what's up. I was happy with the match. I'm also glad to see that she had a couple friends with her backstage.
Oh yeah.
She had Mercedes, Monet, and she had Tamina, who we haven't seen on WWE TV in forever.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean it's a great move for her and Mercedes too. I mean, even though Mercedes did get injured, not too long ago, but at the end of the day, WWE they keep wanting to book the same women, get the championship, and recycle the same women. Oh well, that's on them.
Oh yeah,
the women's division is trash. So
they're gonna try to get her back like within a year or two.
Yeah, and I hope she freaking takes the bank on them when she comes back.
Oh, you hope you hope she nerfs them.
Oh hell yeah!
I guess the real question is now is have y'all been watching any of her actual TNA matches? Or Impact matches? All right. So how do y'all think that women's division compares to the WWE women's division?
They actually fight. I mean, I feel like every women's division is pretty much better than WWE's women's division. Like it's just hard not to say that because we see the same 8 women every Monday and Friday.
Yeah, Monday and Friday.
Yo, NXT got a better women's division.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Because I like the person she beat. I like Diana Peraza. I like her
Yeah.
a lot. And she had the championship for like 500 days.
Mm-hmm.
But moving on, unless I got anything else I need to say about that.
About what? Her or Impact period?
Trinity or Impact.
Impact.
I'm about to say. Oh, go ahead. I don't know. You probably
Impact.
got to say what I'm about to say.
Yeah, Eric Young is back from the dead.
There it is. Eric Young came back because he's supposed to be part of that Bray Wyatt storyline that never happened.
Yeah, but he also died in TNA Impact. He got
which is
stabbed,
hilarious. He
but
died and came back.
But
well,
he's
technically, Adam Cole got killed in Japan. And
oh my god! I mean, Vince McMahon got blown up, but hey,
exactly. People die in wrestling all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So whenever when people are fighting, they'll be like, "I'll kill you." In wrestling, they mean it, but you can always come back.
Yeah.
So now that we got that out the way, I did want to move on to AEW really quick. So tonight is AEW Blood and Guts, which is their version of War Games. It's going to be the Elite with what's his name? Kabushi. What's his name? Kabushi? Yeah. For the Golden Lovers, him and Kenny Omega reuniting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Them against the Blackpool Combat Club, of course, minus Bryan Danielson. And I have some
Isn't it Pac too?
I have some and Pac.
Yeah.
And I have some news on Danielson as well. But what y'all think? He speaking about his surgery. So I have it right here. He says also to give everyone an update before AEW Dynamite, I got surgery on my arm about 2 weeks ago where they put a steel rod and 9 screws. Surgery went well and I'm on the road to recovery. Thank you all for the support. Check out Blood and Guts tonight.
Oh, so
AKA retirement.
That don't sound like retirement to me.
He's going to be an actual wrestling Logan Paul. His finisher move is going to be the bionic clothesline.
I'm about to say that don't sound like retiring to me.
Come on, man. He pushing 78. Come on, man.
He probably needs to retire. That don't mean that he's going to retire. We can't.
I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot of wrestlers that needed to retire and failed to do so. So,
right.
I mean, it's not like it's anything uncommon.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to be the third match between these two groups. So, I think this is going to be the final match.
Okay, so I know I might sound like a hypocrite when I say like long feuds and stuff like that are like I'm over it but this should have been over a long time ago, right? Because they fought on the pay-per-view, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember a long time ago, Jay said that pay-per-views, when you're dealing with a faction or a big-time feud, should end on a pay-per-view. Why are we still getting this feud?
Because they ain't got nothing else.
Do we got nobody else for them to fight?
They don't have enough pay-per-views, bro.
Okay, so one, it's not like the Bloodline where we getting more people introduced when they do feuds, right? What we're getting is, you just want to call on a one-time help.
The problem
is the factions haven't been full strength the entire time. Or they haven't, or their main guys have been wrestling the matches.
Hold on, it was 4-on-4 the last time they fought, right? It was Kenny, Hangman.
Or it was just at Forbidden Door. The last time they fought was at Forbidden Door.
Nah, I'm talking about the first time that they fought. When Hangman joined back with the Elite, it was 4-on-4.
Well, yeah, that was the first time. That's the only time that all the
that should have been together. That should have been
the only time. Oh, it should have been one and done.
Yeah. Let's move it on.
But nothing's ever one and done.
I get
No,
it. I get it.
I mean, come on, we know with wrestling it's never gonna be one and done. My problem is just that I feel like AEW is another one that's starting to fall into that same cycle of they're just recycling the same people over and over and over. They got this big old roster full of wrestlers and people that they have signed, but yet they still do the same shit with the same 16 group of people. So I mean,
No,
what?
I
This
get
ain't
it.
gonna be the last one.
Okay, I would like to
This won't be the
see
last
it.
one.
I would like to see it continue if you expand, right? Mind you, the elite probably won't expand because it's a specific group of people that belongs in the elite, right? Like say KO and Sami Zayn was in AEW. Those are two members that you can bring in the elite from past history, right? Blackpool
Yeah,
Combat Club is a faction that you can multiply, right? Because that's how it
they've
started.
done.
It multiplied. It started with two, well, one, and then it blossomed into four. You get what I'm saying? So you could add Pac. Pac actually he goes with them. He goes with Blackpool Combat Club. His wrestling style, his promos, all of that. It goes with the culture. So that can be something like, yeah, I'm not saying NWO ish, but it is kind of NWO ish. It's like that group can actually multiply. The elite, I don't see them multiplying, but I can see Blackpool Combat Club now going against the House of Black. You know, they need to do
I
something
don't
different.
I don't need them to expand. AEW has enough factions already, and then they got enough members in these factions. All right. I need them to stop. Stop. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Like they need to let it go. Okay. Like they're watering down the excitement that comes around factions. And it's starting to become like tired of seeing it.
Think so?
Yeah.
All right.
So
Well,
this is going to be a one off.
hey,
What's the difference between a faction and a group?
I mean, a group is just something where you got like, let's say it's a tag team match, or if it's like a what's that? Sometimes they do like the triple threat tag team, where it's three or whatever, and then you get a group of people that are just thrown together so that they can do that. That's what a group is. Oh, did he really just looked at what the heck?
no, this is the card. This is the card for tonight.
Hey, they threw Jay off.
I thought he Googled what's the difference between a group and a faction.
No,
Oh man.
I'm doing this because it's more than just a one card
Yeah.
show. I mean one
All right.
match show. So I just
So
want to just give the rest of oh shit. God damn it. Hold on. I gotta get it back.
all right. So would you consider a group three members or two guys and a girl, and then a faction is more a four plus?
I feel like in order for you to be a faction, you have to have 4+ members.
Okay.
And then I
So
feel like if you're running a group, then it could be three people, or it could be two guys and a female. It could be two females and a guy. Like they have a male manager or something like
yeah,
that. You know what I
and
mean?
that's a group.
Like
You would
that's a
consider that
group.
a group.
I would consider that a group. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Like I don't.
definitely.
I'm sorry. I don't consider. And I know people going to say this is crazy, but I would say that the Shield wasn't a faction. I would say the Shield was one of the best groups ever.
Like the New Day is considered a tag team. The
Yes.
Shield is a tag
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. That's how
It's
I
just
would
that
consider
you
it.
can use multiple individuals in that group for the tag team.
Correct.
Got you. So definitely for all you viewers, we would like to get your opinion. What do you consider a faction? What do you consider a group? Do you agree with what we say? Do you agree that the Shield was a dominant faction or a dominant group? All right, continue, Trey.
Okay, so of course we have what we just spoke about. We have Blackpool versus the Elite. So who you got winning this? If this is the third and final match,
I mean, with the way the announcement went last week on the members, I mean, I would have to say the Elite, just because of the way that Blackpool came in and tried to take out what's his name, and then it kind of backfired at the end. So
Okay, and I think with the introduction with Ibushi, I think that's probably what's going to do it. But we got JD.
I'm gonna go with the Elite because I can like Blackpool Combat Club can suffer taking an L and still be like on that high totem pole. I don't think if feel like if the Elite loses with them kind of being the face of this just puts them at the bottom of the symphony.
Okay. All right. Now we got oh yeah, we have the what is it? The finals of the Blonde Eliminator Tag Team Tournament. So if you've been watching AEW, you notice that that Adam Cole and MJF were forced to tag together, and they've actually turned into a pretty good team. They are going against they're going against Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara of the JAS. For the winner will face FTR for the AEW championships. So who you got?
listen, okay. Oh my God, I'm trying not to do it. Hold on.
Do it, man. You ain't been here in a while.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna save it. I'm saving it.
Because we talk about the Jericho Appreciation Society. Come on, man.
This is what I'm talking about, man. This is the BS that I'm talking about. You have this big ass roster full of people. Why is Adam okay? I can even see Adam Cole because he whatever. But why is MJF in a tournament for tag team championships? Why? For what reason?
Because it's
for what reason?
For entertainment, bro.
I can tell you how this playing out.
Oh yeah,
go ahead.
I think I know too, but go ahead.
Yeah, Adam Cole and MJF are gonna win. They're gonna face FTR, and right when they get ready to win, Adam Cole is gonna try to get the pin for the victory to get the tag team belt, and MJF is gonna screw him. MJF is playing buddy right now. He's playing the perfect heel.
So what? I get okay. I understand what you're saying. That makes sense. I could see that.
It's actually to build up their one-on-one that they never got.
Build that up some other way other than taking the spotlight from an actual tag team that could use this tournament to help boost.
Well, it's this certain match is all playing together because this now is like Sammy Guevara's pretty much his future with the Jericho Appreciation Society.
I feel like whoever wrote these storylines and whoever's writing this are ex-WWE writers, and they came over from writing those trash.
Oh, Big Show and Mark Henry.
There you go.
Well, I'm gonna tell you how before I continue this. So AEW Blunt Goods is starting now, and the next match I was going to talk about, Hook versus Jack Perry, is happening now for the FTW Championship. So go ahead and get y'all predictions real quick since that match is about to start, and then we can get back to the tag titles.
Does anybody care about the FTW Championship?
I don't care about the championship, but I care about the fact that
okay,
Hook. I finally heard Hook talk.
I'm just saying.
He spoke. I like this because Hook finally has a storyline. I want to see what Jack Perry does as a heel. The FTW doesn't mean anything. Like I said, it's like the $1 Million Man title, but
no, it's not. At this point, it's like the 24/7 championship.
No, because that one at least gets defended.
Yeah, this one doesn't get defended. I mean, I feel like
24/7 got defended.
I feel like Jack Perry gonna win, but I'm going for Hook.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pick Jack Perry to win also, just to solidify this heel turn that he's on. Pick somebody, Jack.
Jungle Boy.
He ain't Jungle Boy no more, man.
Jungle Boy.
Well, yeah, he's burying Jungle Boy.
Yeah, he's Jack Perry now. Damn it. Hold on. Who is that in the limo? Is that Anna Jay?
He's gonna come out.
Bad attitude.
He's gonna come out and he's gonna come out to the soundtrack of 90210.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, going back to the tag team tournament, I think what actually may end up happening is, I think because they were planting the seeds for this actually last Dynamite. I think that they're MJF and Adam Cole are going to win, but I think that they're going to when they face FTR. I think Adam Cole is going to cheat with MJF and go heel with him because MJF turning on Adam Cole. Actually, either one of them turning on the other is pretty much
Predictable.
like it's predictable.
So
but
let me
Adam
get this
Cole
straight. You want to
joining him,
see you want to
'cause then
see
he'll probably-
MJF with 2 championships?
yeah, because I don't think they'll keep it long. I think it'll be. Remember when God, who was it? I'm trying to think who in WWE was the one that had the tag titles and the world championship at the same time.
Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman.
Yeah. See, that wasn't that. I mean, it was cool. I didn't hate it.
You backtracking. you was about to say,
I didn't hate it.
It was cool. Low key.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. But my whole thing is because I don't think that they're going to keep the tag titles long. I think this is actually setting up. It could set up for the eventual CM Punk MJF feud, since he's so cool with FTR, and also it could be setting up Roderick Strong versus Adam Cole. They were teasing that last week, so that's what I'm thinking.
I got a question. Do both companies have stock in WCW? Because I
guess so.
I didn't think AEW could use a match using 2 rings the same way that WWE does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you could do the same thing. You just don't have to call it the war.
Yeah, you just can't. You just can't call it. You just can't call it the same thing. Just like they have a Money in the Bank. They just call it the Casino Battle Royal or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be like, nobody being able to have a ladder match in all.
Well, that's true. That's true. I guess
the only thing that AEW doesn't have that WWE has is they don't have a Hell in a Cell, do they? They just have a cage.
Yeah.
Or an elimination chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't have an elimination chamber.
Yeah.
Okay.
So WWE still has those.
It's next. But, okay. Continue.
All right. That's really all I had for tonight's events. But I did want to get y'all's opinion on what we saw happen on Collision this past week, where we actually saw Ricky Starks win the Owen Hart tournament by defeating CM Punk. So going back to what Jay says, how they have this roster full of people and they keep having all these people that they bring in win stuff. CM Punk lost clean. Well, not clean because Ricky Starks cheated, but it was fitting because it was the Owen Hart tournament.
Good.
So there you go, man.
They wasn't gonna let CM Punk win that. After he got that reaction in Canada, they was not about to let him win that.
I mean, they could if they wanted to drum on more heat.
Yeah, true, but like we said, we've been calling for something promising with Ricky Starks.
That, and I already said CM Punk needs to go all the way down to the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Well, because when he beat Samoa Joe, it was looking like he was probably going to win the tournament.
So, Jay, Trey asked me this. How do you feel about Jay White saying that he wants to challenge for the AEW championship that CM Punk holds that he never lost? Yes, I'm calling out for something that your name is based on. I'm calling out for you to rant.
I tell you what, I swear, you know what? AEW is already on the thin line with me.
Well, right? You know they recycle. They like recycling stuff, so they're recycling that whole thing when CM Punk walked out with the championship when he won it from John Cena.
I swear to God, if they even think about it, oh my God!
He already said it, so it's a good chance they will do it because he's already talked about it.
Oh my God!
This could turn into the AEW Universal title.
Now,
And then
I think what they would probably end up doing is if they did fight for that, because I don't think because it would all depend if they still recognized his championship as the championship or if the one MJF has.
They
And if they
don't.
recognize the one MJF, if the one they have, if the one MJF has is the one they recognize, then they're kind of doing what they're doing right here, fighting for a title that doesn't mean anything.
I kind of feel like if they were going to go with this angle, they would have did it when he first came back. It doesn't kind of make sense for them to do it now after he's had a few matches under his belt already. You know what I mean? Like that's something you immediately come back on your debut and you come out with the AEW championship and you basically go off talking about how you never lost it.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be the AEW Galactic Championship.
Well, technically, he did do that when he came back because he had it in there, and he made mention of it without mentioning it.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if they were really going to do it, I would have championship on the shoulder. You know what I mean? Talking about how MJF never really beat him, never won or beat him for the championship, and how he never lost it. So, I mean, that would have been it, and it would have immediately had to follow up with MJF versus CM Punk for the unified champ. You know what I mean? AEW championship, basically, if they were going to go that route. Which honestly, if they was, I probably would have respected a lot more versus them waiting so long and now deciding trying to do it.
Just it ain't been that long. He's only been back for a month.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying once you already have one match under your belt that doesn't involve the AEW championship, you kind of can't go back on that and decide like, hey, you know what? I never lost it, so you know, like you can't come down and do that.
Well, CM Punk doesn't have to accept his challenge.
Yeah.
So we'll wait to see. We'd have to watch Collision for that, which Collision has actually been a pretty decent show. I don't know if y'all have been catching a lot of it, but when I remember to watch it, when I watched the highlights, Collision is actually pretty decent. Way better.
Yeah, I watched the highlights. I can't never catch the show.
NXT. Yeah, but y'all busy at 8:00 on a Saturday.
Lately,
I'm always busy at 8:00 on a Saturday, so I'll never be able to watch it.
Well, it's a 2-hour show.
Yeah, there ain't no time I'm ever home.
So. I also want to give a shout out to oh hell no. Even though it starts right when the event ends. Watch it on my phone. But now I want to give a shout out to Willow Nightingale. She was the women's winner of the Owen Hart tournament. She beat Ruby Soho. So I just want to talk about that. We talk about that AEW women's division. This is another up and comer that really shouldn't have been in this position because if it wasn't for the Mercedes injury, this probably would have been Mercedes in this position. I don't know if she would have won that Owen Hart tournament, but she definitely would have gone on to Forbidden Door to fight Toni Storm. Who knows how that would have went. But I like when performers take advantage of the opportunities that are presented to them. And after she beat Mercedes, she's been on a roll, popping up on show after show, winning tournaments now. So y'all got anything to say about that?
I mean, okay. I mean,
she's better than Doudrop.
Oh, God.
But is she better than Piper?
Yes.
What Piper Vivens? Piper Vivens?
Piper Nivens. No, Doudrop and Piper, two different people.
Yeah, she's still better than Do Nivens.
My thing is that it's great that she's won the tournament. Okay, you know, gotta respect it. I kind of feel like now that Jade kind of dropped the TBS championship, it's kind of feel like she's just been in limbo. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are we going with this?
Who, Chris Statlander?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, where are we going with this AEW's Women's Championship? Like, what direction are we going? I feel like there's too many people, especially in the women's division, there's too many women out there that technically have a legitimate claim for a number one contenders match.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of feel like
Baker's coming back tonight.
That's what I'm saying. So I kind of feel like they're not really capitalizing on it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like they kind of dropping the ball with it a little bit.
Yeah. Um, I agree with you, and I think this is on one of your subtopics. Trey is like, how do you feel about winners of tournaments and stuff like this? And
Hmm.
do tournaments mean anything, or should they mean something as
Yeah.
opposed to being like a qualifier, like King of the Ring and like the Owen Hart tournament? What's next for him?
Hmm.
Because we've seen this happen last year with the last winner of the Owen Hart. Who won it? Was it Adam Cole who won it?
It was Adam Cole.
Him and Britt Baker won. They held the belt,
Yeah.
but no title opportunity. Mind you, Adam Cole did get hurt, but no title opportunity or anything like that came after. They wore this belt like it was a championship, but all you did was win the tournament.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then the ones who in WWE who won the uh what is
Think
it?
about the Andre the Giant over
Yeah,
the
the
rope
Andre.
battle
But then
royale.
they made a belt when Braun Strowman won the greatest Royal Rumble ever or something like
Yeah,
that.
he did. There
Over,
was a belt. There was he
It
did
was
win a
a
belt
belt.
for that.
Yeah,
yeah,
It
he
was
won a
it was
green.
a
belt,
belt.
but nothing happens for it. Like you just now, I feel like you give it away charity cases. You know what I'm saying?
So I do
I
agree.
mean,
I
King
do
of the
agree with
Ring
you on that one.
and Queen of the Ring, they walk around with the crown forever.
No,
But
okay.
it's no
All right.
title opportunities.
I feel like any type of tournament that any one of these companies have, the tournament should come with some type of title match. Now, it doesn't have to be AEW Championship or WWE Championship. You know what I
No.
mean? Like the winner of the King of Ring, in my opinion, should get an Intercontinental or United States Championship. Or hell,
Mm-hmm.
now that they're incorporated NXT, their North American Championship. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it should be the same thing, vice versa, for like AEW and these Owen Hart, because the problem is, like JD said, you win these tournaments and then nothing happens. In about 2 weeks, we all going to have to Google who won the tournament because there's nothing that comes out of it. Just because there's nothing that comes out of it. Like it's
Google. It was the
I mean,
Google
you got
for
to think about it. The winner of the Royal
I
Rumble,
mean,
they
honestly,
get a WWE Championship. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But other than that, like I don't understand what the point of the Andre the Giant Battle Royale is for. Because to me, the point of it was okay, yeah, you don't get a championship match with that, but the point of it was to kind of showcase and highlight superstars that didn't really make the WrestleMania roster and they didn't have a WrestleMania match. And then what they do, they went the cheap route and they cut it from WrestleMania and they put it on SmackDown the night before.
Mm-hmm.
So it went from an actual WrestleMania event to a pre-show event to the night before event. Like at this point, there's no point of you having it. Like it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. It seems stupid to have the Andre the Giant over the rope battle royale.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Just like Money in
oh,
the Bank. I told you, Money in the Bank should be a WrestleMania event. Like I don't understand why they took that away from WrestleMania.
Okay. I, I get it. I also think that Money in the Bank should be a Royal Rumble event.
Mm,
Think about this. You got two contenders with the opportunity to select a champion to fight. This can end up in a triple threat. It can end up one v one on both brands. You know what I'm saying? Like
the
it
only
could be.
reason why I no, I get what you're saying. The only
I
reason why
mean,
I
I
don't think
get
that
it. I get why
it
you
takes
say
away from
WrestleMania.
it takes away from Royal Rumble. It takes away
True.
from what the Royal Rumble is supposed to be, and it potentially takes somebody's spot away from being in the Royal Rumble. So I mean, I can kind of see that, but no, it started. Money in the Bank started at WrestleMania. It's got its legs from being part of WrestleMania. And for
But
them to make it its own pay per view to me is just such a
I
it's a
guess
downfall.
that I guess the whole reason for that was typically to avoid the scenario of cash in, because if you win it on WrestleMania, more than likely it's gonna be a cash in on WrestleMania, right? That's
I
what
mean, it's
we
only
seen when
happened.
they
It's only
first
happened.
started.
It's only happened
Yeah,
once.
but if you win it now, you can still hold it till WrestleMania. It can still be a
True.
cash in at WrestleMania. It's
True.
it, it's all about what the writer do. I mean, these writers don't want to write that damn champion, the Money in the Bank
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
long anyway. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So I mean, I felt like they
Oh,
took it off of.
uh, Jack Perry has one.
Yeah, but no, they took it. They took it from WrestleMania to cut time.
Yeah.
Simple. That's the only reason they took it from WrestleMania and cut time. And
Mm-hmm.
it's all. And it was a horrible mistake, especially now that WrestleMania is a 2 night show.
Yeah.
It was a bad move. So
Yeah, but that's um that's all I really have for AEW unless there's something else I may be missing or anything else I want to talk about before we jump into WWE.
somebody
Nope. Just
asked.
Jack Perry is now Mr. Irrelevant.
Somebody said, "Do you believe Money in the Bank could be better?" Honestly, I believe that if they did it right, Money in the Bank could be by far their best pay per view if they did it right. But I
So
feel like they continuously drop the ball when it comes down to the Money in the Bank pay per view,
I
especially this year.
I feel like that y'all gonna call me crazy, but I feel like this if they pull something from the way TNA used to be, it could be phenomenal, right? Think back to when TNA was red and black TNA, and
Hmm.
they had multiple briefcases with multiple contracts, and you did not know what title you were fighting for was in that contract, right?
Hmm.
You don't get the option to pick and choose because now you can end up a dud like Austin Theory because his thing ruined Money in the Bank.
It ruined it. You
So
damn right it did.
So look at the singles championship. We got the world heavyweight champion, the universal undisputed championship. You got the intercontinental. You got the US. Right. Even if you wanted to keep it at that four, we could extend
But
it to
no,
NXT.
now you got the North American.
Right. I'm saying let's just use those four as of right now. Right. You don't even have to. You don't even have to. We could pull it in, but I'm just gonna keep it at that four. Right. You got four of them hanging. So all you gotta do is double up the people. It gives you an option. You don't know which one you fighting for. All you just have is briefcases up there. So whatever one you get, boom, you reveal, you fighting for that title.
No, I do kind of like that aspect. I just think that I can see that in a way, but I think one honestly they need to have more money. If they have Money in the Bank should be 4 matches. Okay, and well, actually, technically three because the women's don't have a mid card.
I brought up them having multiple
So
matches, but JD told me that would be overkill.
No, I didn't say it
no
would be
they need
overkill.
Money in the Bank for a mid card title, as
They
well
should
as
have either they should have for tag titles.
I would love to see a Money in the Bank for tag, but the tag team division is in such shambles right now that hey, what they no.
Okay.
I think that they should. Oh, I lost my train of thought because I had a fantastic idea, honestly, and I can't even remember what it was.
About the mid card.
No, I know what it was because okay, I the last show that I was a part of because I had been I've been going away for a little bit, but remember I told you I said if Damian Priest wins Money in the Bank, he is not cashing it in for the World Heavyweight Championship, right? Because we all know nobody's cashing in on Roman. So he's not cashing it in for the World Heavyweight Championship.
You still stand by that?
Oh, I stand by it even more now because Dominic Mysterio, hold on, wait a second. I stand by it more now because now that Dominic has won the North American Championship, and we know that Finn Balor is pretty much probably going to end up beating Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Come on. Who do you see?
Jay.
Who do you see
So
Damian Priest? Hold on, just rock with me for a second here, okay? All
We're
right.
trying.
Because now that Dominic has the North American Championship, you got Rhea Ripley as the Women's Championship. You have Finn Balor as the World Heavyweight Championship. What title do you see Damian Priest holding?
Bro, if you say the Intercontinental, I'm gonna
No,
smack you.
it's not the Intercontinental.
The US?
No, it's not the U.S.
You think he's gonna take Finn's?
No, he's not going to take Finn.
The NXT?
Bro. No.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't
You
think
want
so?
to know? You want to know why I don't think so?
Why?
No.
Why?
You want to know why
Give
I
me
don't
one
think
reason
so?
why. Why?
Because you're still missing the underlining promos that Damian Priest continuously
I know.
says
I
on
see
Monday
the
Night Raw.
promos where he keeps telling Finn Balor that he got first shots and he's not going to cash in on them and all this other kind of stuff. I
He
see
said,
it all.
regardless of the fact he's going to be world champion, he's
Yeah.
cashing in. He don't care.
Well, if you
He's saying
see
it
it,
like
then
he
why do you
don't
keep
care.
why do you
Because
keep ignoring it if you
because the fact that he keeps saying it is the reason why in my mind it's too obvious he's not cashing it in on Finn Balor.
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Okay.
Pure perfection.
Jay, so how long do you see the Judgment Day, this version of Judgment Day staying together?
Well, now that Dominic has the North American Championship,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see them breaking up anytime soon. If I see them breaking up, it'd probably be more towards the beginning of the year. Honestly. And the only reason why I say that is because if let's just say, okay, Finn Balor does win at SummerSlam, he gets the World Heavyweight Championship. There's only one way that they breaking up, and that's if Damian Priest immediately cashes in that Money in the Bank on Finn Balor
You
that
mean
same night.
SummerSlam? You mean
Summers,
SummerSlam?
yeah. If he cashes in that Money in the Bank, he has to do it the exact same night, SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't do it the exact same night, SummerSlam, he's not cashing in on Finn Balor. I think that they're going to play on it. I think that you're going to get like little here there, like Damian Priest comes out with the Money in the Bank, like he's about to cash in, but then he doesn't, and then he's about to cash in, but then he doesn't. Like they're going to keep mind fucking you, like he's going to cash in on Finn Balor, but I don't see it. I don't see him cashing in. I see him taking the NXT championship. That's my prediction.
Why? Because okay, okay. Because Carmelo Hayes been beefing with the Judgment Day.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Because he got a connection.
Look at JD. Rollins. I see your eyes rolling, JD. Come on, Mike Drop. I see your eyes rolling. Come on.
I mean, it makes sense.
I might be rolling. Might be rolling.
It may. I mean, your synopsis is not wrong. It's not invalid. It's not invalid.
I still disagree, but
I personally don't see it.
I might be jumping in the car, but the
way that they're going, they're hinting at every member of the Judgment Day holding a championship, right? We got that kind of sneak peek with Dominic and Damian Priest when they challenged for the tag titles, right? We kind of got a small snippet of that. But I knew they weren't winning those tag titles when Dominic had that pending North American Championship match coming up. And as soon as he won it, as soon as he closed the deal and he won that North American Championship, I said, "Oh, it's a wrap. That's it. It's over. You got him with the North American. Yeah, they have to put the title on Finn Balor now."
Well, so this is how I look, right? Not saying that Damian Priest is going to be the one that leaves Judgment Day, but if you think about it, besides Dom and Rhea have a relationship. They kind of have that Eddie Guerrero and China type thing going around, right? Think about what Eddie Guerrero held when he was dating China. He had the European Championship, right? And China was women's champion, right? Judgment Day originated with Rhea and Damian Priest. Damian Priest is only doing it because Rhea asked him to. Like keeping it straight across the board, keeping them connected, supporting Finn and everything. He doesn't really support Finn. Finn is like the black sheep of the group because his main focus is revenge. So technically, him winning the championship doesn't matter. He just wants to get even with Seth Rollins. So I see
No. You
Damian
gotta look at the
Priest
whole
Bro,
storyline, man.
did you see that promo that they did?
Yeah, the whole reason why Finn is not letting it go is because Finn won that damn Universal Championship, and Seth Rollins was the reason why he had to relinquish it. And the only way Finn could get retribution for that
is taking it from
by
him.
taking it from him.
That's
He ain't gonna
revenge. It's not
I
even
know.
about the title.
It is about the title, though. It is. Finn Balor hasn't been
Yeah.
able to get. Finn Balor's only had what, one championship? Well, since this last match, he's only had two title shots since he's been back from that injury for the WWE Championship or World Heavyweight Champion. This is his only second. This is his third one now. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just because of the feud that's going on. But before that, the one that he had with Seth Rollins was the second time that he's ever had a championship, and the first one was a landslide when he fought who was it? It was somebody that he fought for. Was it the Universal Championship that he had a match for?
NXT.
No, the NXT he won.
Yeah, from
He
some
had one title shot before he went back down to NXT. After
Yeah, he lost
got
to
back.
Roman.
He lost to Roman. He
Yeah.
lost to Roman. So that's what I'm
His
saying.
last
So,
time
like,
as the demon. Well, not last time prior to Edge as the demon.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I want to talk about that promo that him and Seth did. How serious Seth got. That was the most serious we've seen Seth in forever.
Are you talking about when Seth was talking to Byron?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Finn interrupted, and he pretty much was like, "Look, man, this ain't about you. It ain't about me. You had your shot. If you want to go, we can go right now." But he wasn't trying to give him a rematch. And then Finn just walked away. He's like, "All right." Then he came in, super kicked him out the chair.
That's what
And
I'm saying.
then
Everything from the
and then they made it
promo
official
really
later.
says- Yep. I mean, I think, don't get me wrong, I love the fact that Seth Rollins was the inaugural World Heavyweight Championship when they revamped it and brought it back, right? And we've had this discussion plenty of times that we don't necessarily all the time need long champions, right? Especially with Roman Reigns holding on to the belt for 3 years. Seth Rollins' championship run only has to be a short run. You know what I'm saying? It's just a kickoff, right? So from right after WrestleMania to now or to SummerSlam is a decent title run.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Seth Rollins is the type of person that can come back and he can win the championship 4 more times by the end of this year if he really wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, he's defended it multiple times already, more times than
Exactly.
Roman has in a year.
Exactly.
I mean, I get it.
So, I mean, even if Finn does win and beat him, I can very well see Seth Rollins still main eventing WrestleMania with the heavyweight championship because he wins it at like Survivor Series or somewhere else later on in the year.
True.
So,
I mean,
all right. Well, speaking of Judgment Day, let's go ahead and keep it going with them. Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. It's looking like that may be a SummerSlam match, depending on how Raquel recovers from the injury she received on Monday, when her and Rhea have been going back and forth, and she attacked her right before their title match against Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, which ended up in Sonya and Chelsea winning the women's tag championships.
yeah, I had to say I hate this call that they made on that one.
I
Creating
actually
this fake injury.
I actually think it's gonna be a rematch between Liv and Rhea. If you saw when Liv
when
attacked
was the first
her,
one?
When Liv
When was the first match?
when Rhea had flipped on Liv.
Oh, when they were
when
they were partners. I forgot when they were partners.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
I
think no, go ahead.
No, don't get me wrong. Raquel and her, yeah, it was definitely a bad call for them to just win the tag titles and then for them to lose it. I'm pretty sure that they saw something different. But then
but you know why that happened. Because
Yeah.
if
They ain't got
Ronda,
nobody that can fight Rhea. I mean, if you think about the dominance that Rhea is showing in the women's division, anybody else beating her is you know that it's a setup. Like you know
Yeah.
that this shit isn't right. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got to find somebody that can match Rhea pound for pound, it'll have to be somebody like Raquel or somebody like Ronda or
or
Shayna
Bianca,
or Bianca. And then the only other person that I could probably
Charlotte,
see it doing. Yeah, I mean, even Charlotte. Technically, Charlotte shouldn't be able to white lace her boots with Rio if you talk about pound for pound. But whatever, Charlotte, of course. But
best ever.
anyway, we ain't about to get into that. But I'm just saying, like, if you look at the state of how the women's division is right now, Raquel's the only person, in my opinion, that can kind of put up a show enough. You know what I'm saying? Because Liv versus Rhea is just going to be another underdog story.
Yeah.
So
I don't see it being a rematch. It may be a match between Rhea and Liv on Raw, but the
yeah,
championship match I believe will be her and Raquel because they've been going back and forth for the last couple of weeks. Like every time Raquel and Liv about to have a match, Rhea will walk up, get in her face, and talk shit, and then Liv finally started speaking up, and then Rhea hit her, and then that's how they started brawling, and then that's how Raquel got hurt. But you already know how it goes. Whenever as soon as Raquel got injured, I was like, okay, yeah, they about to lose
yeah,
because you
exactly.
knew that they were doing it. Because as we just talked about with MJF, as they're coming out for their match, having a world champion and a tag title at the same time, everybody always a fan of that. So I knew they were going to do it with the women.
This
I
shit.
knew that for a fact.
I gotta give it to MJF. He's freaking good, man. As bad as I want to say, he's good,
I
dog.
know, I know he is. I'm trying
He's
to tell
good.
y'all niggas.
Jay, he's good. Him doing Adam Cole entrance just put a stamp on it. Like he's
And then he does
good,
the Shawn, then he does the thing like Shawn Michaels when he runs around before Triple H does the
bro.
sucky.
Trust me, we've
Oh
seen
gosh.
it before, but he's good. And if you didn't notice, he isn't wearing his belt. Key indicator.
All right.
He had the belt with him when they were doing their backstage segment.
Oh yeah, he is wearing it. My bad. I couldn't see it with all the Burberry.
Yeah, he got the jacket on. Adam Cole, baby.
Yo, the
So,
coats,
fully,
bro.
yo, fire. They could be. Yeah, see, if they really want to make this a thing, they could make this like a legit tag team for real. They're starting to get matching gear now. They wearing the shirts. They starting to get a little move set together. Hey man. And then Roger Strong once again showed up after their interview. He got the broken neck, but once that gets healed, try to tell you, man, him and Adam Cole gonna go at it. Adam Cole's turning heel with MJF, man.
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
what?
What we got next? Brock Lesnar versus Cody.
We can go. We can go there.
No, let's not.
Why? What's wrong?
Let's not. No, I'm over it. Bye. Good night. That's a story that does not need to continue.
I don't understand. Okay, the only thing I'm gonna touch on this, right, is that okay? Why do they continue to prolong Cody challenging for the championship again? I'm starting to believe that they really don't think that he should be the face of the company and push this championship. Like I'm really starting to believe that
They
like,
got him jumping through hurdles.
yeah, I think that they're giving him the fucking runaround like crazy, man. And I think Cody's starting to feel that shit too. I think he's starting to think the exact same fucking thing.
I mean,
It's like this shit is wild, man.
but think, I'm like, let's just keep it a bean. This is the same thing Roman Reigns went through. The only thing is Roman Reigns didn't lead a company. How many times did he lose to Brock Lesnar? with a championship before winning one, and then he lost to Triple H.
No,
Then he lost to Brock
he
Lesnar
only
again.
lost to Brock Lesnar one time.
Nah, he
The
lost
other,
to Brock Lesnar
nah,
twice.
he lost to Brock once. The other time was Seth
Seth,
Rollins
yeah,
jumping in with the Money in the
still an
Bank.
L.
No, I still agree with you on that one, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like he
Lost to Brock Lesnar twice because he lost to
okay.
Brock Lesnar in that cage match where he speared him through the cage and Brock Lesnar touched first. So twice.
I mean, that don't really count.
Yeah, but it counts. But they got him.
But I'm just saying, Roman Reigns has beat Brock more than he's lost to Brock.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
He's been beat up by Brock a lot within the same.
I mean, I'm just saying, like after this storyline, and I mean, we're all expecting for Cody Rhodes to finally in this line with Brock Lesnar and beat him, you know, for the second time now. Like I'm hoping it's done.
Like, what am I watching?
What? Are you talking about dance off?
Yeah. I'm okay, but I get exactly what you're saying. This is it. This is definitely like this has to be the final match. The final.
It has to be. It has to be.
Has to be. Yeah.
Look, Trey still watching that damn AEW. He ain't got nothing to say on it.
I mean, Brock came out, embarrassed him from tried to break his arm from his mother.
The same shit he always does.
Yeah, the same stuff he always does. The same stuff he always does. Like
I'm over it already, man.
Cody needs to go ahead win this match. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Do you think Cody's gonna get help?
I don't know who he would get help from.
I don't know. I don't know who he's gonna get help from, but somebody's coming out to help Cody.
Okay, so this is a reach. It's a reach. You could call it the biggest reach of them all. He never really got a rematch against him after he got his head busted open by him, but he was the only person that could really keep Brock Lesnar on his toes and just come out of nowhere, and that is Randy Orton.
I was just about to say Randy Orton too,
because everybody thinks that Randy's going to show up with Roman and Jay's match. After that, they think it's going to be Randy, but I kind of feel like Randy could be the one supporting Cody and hit Brock Lesnar with an RKO out of nowhere.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Because they have been saying that he's supposed to be returning at SummerSlam.
I think that would be a fantastic return for him.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that would kind of catapult him also as well into the same picture with Cody as like, okay, well, you know what? Guess what? I'm your next opponent. Mm-hmm. And then, come on, we're talking about all the people that Cody has defeated within this 1 year time frame that since WrestleMania, like you have to put him in the title picture sooner or later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if that's the route that they decide that they want to go.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm with it. That's the only person I can really think of that would really come back to help him out. That would make an impact.
And just imagine, like, it's SummerSlam, man. We get SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
Those are I like to call the triangle of doom, right? Those are the key surprise returns that we usually get.
Those are the big threes.
Yeah. So Randy Orton helping Cody win, and then they celebrating, and then he hits Cody with an RKO to put the stamp on you got to fight me.
I can dig that.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one. But do you think that means that we're not going to get any kind of resolution in him and Riddle?
Yes, I'm over it. I'm over that part.
I mean, I don't think there needs to be a resolution with him and Riddle because honestly, I think that could be something that they can always revisit at any time. You know what I'm saying? Like him and Riddle, they can come back to that. I don't necessarily see them throwing them in a tag team together, but they can always revisit them two just teaming up to get each other's back whenever.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, That's that's that. It was something else. Oh, there was something else that I wanted to mention to y'all. Um,
If
it was
it's
about the
about
current. It was about current wrestling, but because I wanted to end with something that that I just want to get y'all's opinion on. Let's see.
well,
Hopefully about
we gotta talk about Roman and Jay.
yeah. It was. I know we got to talk about them. It was something else, but yeah, Roman and Jay. You see my picture right here.
I was about to say
Yeah. So
because okay, go ahead.
what you feeling? How you feel?
All right. So honestly, I haven't been able to watch SmackDown because I have freaking AT&T or DirecTV stream, and DirecTV is in their little battle with the local channels. So my the channel that SmackDown comes on has been blacked out for the last 2.5, 3 weeks now. So I have been able to catch SmackDown, but I've been looking at the highlights. Okay,
Hmm.
and what they have done with Jay, holy shit! Like, man, the at this point now, to me, it has to be Jay. Jay has to be the one to break the streak. Jay has to be the one to beat Roman and dethrone Roman. And the reason why I say that is because it just this whole entire storyline that has been the best storyline that WWE has put out in years, right?
Hmm.
And they can't end this with somebody else beating Roman in the state that the bloodline is in, right?
Okay.
And then I think about what's been going on lately. And I can slowly, I don't know if you peeped this or not, but I've been slowly seeing how Solo, I
I was just
think
about to ask you
Solo's
about him.
I think Solo's turning on Roman. I know he just gave the promo about how he can never forgive his brother and all this other kind of stuff, right? But at the end
Hmm.
of the day, that's his brother, and
Hmm.
they've been hinting like you got to look at like all the stuff that's been going on back and forth between Roman and Solo, and then Solo and the Usos, and they've each shared a moment where Solo was kind of like, I don't know where I want to choose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the one night where they Roman put the lay on Jay and told him he's headed to the table, and then he turned on them, and then they started brawling, and then Solo picked it up, and they were screaming at him to throw it on. Like that just goes to show it wasn't like Roman was in the corner screaming at him to give it to him, and then here
Hmm.
his brothers were in the other corner screaming at him to put it on. So
Exactly.
that to me is what I don't know if people caught that or if people really peeped that or not, but that's to me is like what really like
How
I
do
don't
you
know.
feel about how do you feel about the Jimmy Uso injury?
I mean,
How do you think this plays into it?
I think it was the right move. I think it was the right move by giving him injuring Jay, right? Because with him being injured at the hands of Roman and Solo, it kind of fueled Jay a lot more. You know what I mean? Like Jimmy being taken out and him being put on the back burner by family, it kind of lit a fire under Jay. And I kind of like it. You know what I'm saying? Because like right now, he's main event Jay, right?
Hmm.
And main event Jay can accomplish anything. And that one of those accomplishments can be dethroning Roman.
Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah, you back. Oh, your phone.
This computer just like completely died.
Oh, you
But
came back just in time. We over here talking about Roman versus Jay Uso.
yeah, so you talked about how Jimmy is presumably out for the foreseeable future.
We touched on it, but
Foreseeable
we didn't really.
future, aka after Jimmy or after Jay beats Roman at SummerSlam, yeah, sure.
So you think that Jay is winning that?
I think that it's time.
But you think it's with the help of Solo.
Yep. Now, there has been a lot of rumors about somebody in the family appearing. They're saying that it could be this Friday or next Friday to that has some big announcement or something like that. I'm not sure.
Could it be
A, lo-
Rikishi?
a lot of people may be hinting Rikishi. I don't think it's The Rock. I really don't think it's The Rock. But everything's been kept so under wraps about who it could be that's coming back that it low key kind of I kind of could see The Rock. It's close to SummerSlam, right? And what
Hmm.
better way to drum up SummerSlam than you getting The Rock come back? What SummerSlam is technically 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, come on, could you imagine getting The Rock to come back 2 weeks before SummerSlam, and then The Rock showing up at SummerSlam? Like, imagine the ticket sales and everything like that from just people hearing that The Rock could show up.
I don't believe that we're not doing our predictions just yet, but early prediction things could change in the upcoming weeks. I still think Roman's going to win. Um, I still think there's still a little more story to be told. I think I need. I'm ready to see other members of the bloodline, more leaders of the family show up before Roman actually loses the belt.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm going with it.